Students, बात शुरू करेंगे about the error detection and error correction. Students, data link layer में one of the services that data link layer provides us is the error detection and correction. या मैंने आपको पिछले topics की discussions में जिक्र किया था कि one of the services that are provided by the data link layer, in addition to the prime service, which is framing, is the detection of errors and the correction of errors as well. Students, before we get into the discussion of different error detection and correction schemes that we use at the data link layer, we need to cover a few concepts that are related to error detection and correction. The concepts जो हैं इनको हम time and again use करेंगे in the later discussions of error detection and correction techniques. Students, the first concept or the first topic that we're going to be talking about is the types of errors. Students, as I told you, when the bits travel along the transmission medium, the bits, they encounter noise, they encounter interference. Students, the interference impacts the transmitted signal. Students, ये जो impact है, that can be of multiple types. The interference can actually disturb our data that we have sent in the form of signal in multiple different types. The first type of such errors that are caused due to interference are called single bit errors, and the second type is called the burst errors. Students, पहले single bit errors की बात करेंगे. In the case of single bit errors, as the name indicates, we are saying that one bit gets changed from the signal that was transmitted. So the transmitted signal that was sent from the receiving end from the sending end to the receiving end, it gets impacted by interference, and on the receiving end we get a signal or a format, a bit stream in which one bit has changed. Either a 0 has gotten converted to a 1, or a 1 has been converted into a 0. So only a 1 bit difference is there. The error is only of 1 bit. Students, the second type of the errors that we normally encounter in data communication systems, they are called burst errors. Students, in the case of burst errors, we will have 2 or more than 2 bits are going to be affected by the transmission impairment or by the transmission interference. So our error is going to consist of, or is going to be impacting 2 or more than 2 bits. Students, just to summarize, we have got 2 basic high-level types of errors that we are going to encounter. The first type is called the single bit error. Only 1 bit is impacted. And then you'll have a burst error in which 2 or more than 2 bits are impacted in the signal that we have transmitted and as it was received at the receiving end. Students, slide pe dekhiega, the same concept is actually explained by 2 figures in this case. The first one is called the single bit error. The first type or the first figure is showing the first type, which is the single bit error. In this case, what you can see is that only 1 bit. So what we sent was this stream of 8 bits, and in this 8 bits you had a 0 at position number or slot number 5. But when it's received, this bit was corrupted and it got changed into a 1. Students, only 1 bit is impacted in the byte. In this case, we are sending a byte. In the byte, the character or the packet, and we call this a single bit error. Students, in the second case, you have got 4 bits that are impacted. So as you can see, the burst, the noise signal or the noise source, it started impacting our signal at this particular point. That's where your first bit got corrupted, and then this burst ended at this bit out here. The length of the burst was 8 bits in this case, and out of the 8 bits we can see that it has impacted 1, 2, 3 and 4 bits in this particular burst.